VODs. I don't know if I'm going to continue Genius Kojimbo's masterpiece. There's still a lot of stuff to do, but I suppose we can take a break from it to play something else entirely. So this is Descent. Let's get started. Oh, game show up on the screen, please. This is Descent. This is a 90s FPS game. But this game was a game I grew up on. This game was my childhood, basically. I didn't set the filters properly. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, testing. Yeah, this is Descent. This is a game made in 1994 and 1995. This is an FPS game, like, in an era that was saturated with them. But this, unlike Doom, this is actually an actual 3D. This is an actual true 3D FPS game. Whereas Doom was more like 2.5D. Like, Doom took place in a first-person perspective, but and it looks 3D, but it's like, gameplay-wise, it's not much different from a top-down shooter, actually. So, yeah, I guess we'll just get started. Also, I'm running, like, some of the assets I'm using are from the Macintosh version of the game, so the game looks a lot better than it did in the original DOS version. Was like a 320 by 200 resolution game, and it had MIDI music. But this one I have a mix of pre-rendered MIDI music and the CD audio. So just get started. Also, there's a the PlayStation. There was a PlayStation 1 port with some limited voice cutscenes and voice acting. I don't know if I want to show those off. But let's see. I can play a sound sample from it, and let's see if you guys are okay with that. Me playing these during these specific moments.
Post-Terran Mining Corporation headquarters. Briefing 0630 GMT.
Actually, I was a little quiet. I'll replay that.
PTMC Station Shiva, Earth orbit. Post-Terran Mining Corporation headquarters. Briefing 0630 GMT.
Now, this port of the game does not have add these samples into the briefing on their own, so I have to play these manually. If you guys are okay, I'll just play these as play these where they're needed. I'll try to play these sounds where they're needed. So, the basic story is Big Tech has won. ChatGPT, Grok, Copilot, they've replaced the workforce. And it's now the far future of 1995. Space exploration's already started. And ChatGPT is being used to power the mining robots. Yeah. What a grim future. So, the basic gist is we are a mercenary that's been hired by the Post-Turin Mining Corporation to fix this problem with very lethal force, and they're giving us a spacecraft made by the Israeli military, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, again, it's like the dialogue for this is kind of it's like the guy in front of us is briefing us. He's not named in this game, but he's actually from Descent 2 onwards. His name is Samuel Dravis, and he's just the boring businessman type, and our hero is very sarcastic, I guess. But he doesn't. When gameplay actually starts, he doesn't speak at all. So this is all just for fluff. Anyway, ChatGPT has taken over the mines. We've been hired to go and exterminate ChatGPT controlled robots with lethal force and rescue any hostages, and destroy the reactor to prevent further infestation by ChatGPT. Our hero gripes a lot, but when he's on a job, he's committed and focused. It's
Class 1 drone. Standard PTMC automated scout robot. Size 3 meters. Estimated armament 2 MR pulse rock cutters. Threat minimal. Standard utility robot, apparently modified for combat. Should pose little threat alone, but could be trouble in groups.
so many folders out. That's
Class 2 drone. Medium PTMC automated scout robot. Size 4 meters. Estimated armament 2 argon welding lasers. Threat average. Aggressive when cornered. Relatively weak weapons, but fires rapidly. Medium lifter. Modified PTMC maintenance robot. Size 5 meters. Estimated armament 2 diamond-plated swing arms. Threat high. Normally used to burrow through porous rock, recon cameras have witnessed this robot shredding anything in sight, including the hostages.
This game is rated T, by the way, so no, you do not. Despite the description, no, you don't see any corpse. You don't see any human corpses.
Small Hulk, modified PTMC mining robot, size 5 meters, estimated armament 2 heavy argon lasers, threat medium, standard borer robot, tough and agile.
Yeah, these are all the enemies in the game, by the way. These are, they're all robots, and that's the closest thing you will have to like a humanoid-looking one.
Medium Hulk, modified PTMC mining robot, size 6 to 8 meters, estimated armament 2 missile launchers, threat high, heavily armored for explosive deployment deep in mines, slow moving but very dangerous. Spider processing robot, size 8 meters, estimated armament 3 mass driver rifles, threat high. These mechs were designed to pick up rubble for processing in their body cavities. We have no further info on these robots.
Yeah, this is the exit. Yeah, we have to locate these before we blow up the reactor. Otherwise, we'll get lost, and then we'll probably die in the. Like once the reactor starts to go critical, we have to go leave for the emergency exit as quickly as possible, or we blow up along with the entire level. I don't think I have an audio clip for the exit. Would you like to buy a corpse shop waste barge? A garbage scow? And what happened to that Klingon who said the Enterprise should be called away as garbage? Mr. Scott beat the shit out of him. I don't really have much to say because it's just them droning on about like here's your job, and then our hero, the material defender, is like this job sucks. Why'd they hire me? None of this is important. Like this game is not that story heavy. The closest you get to story heavy is Descent Free. And even then, it's not like, it's got a few cutscenes here and there, and a little more narrative, but, it's still mostly the same, still mostly action oriented. Convergence point the robot invasion forces Earth, because that's where ChatGPT comes from. Keep pouring trillions of dollars into open AI. Yeah, he said the thing. Prepare for descent. We can all go home.
PTMC Directive CMD AC 104335.
And we get a title drop.
MD 1032. MP Station Shiva, Earth Orbit. From PTMC Headquarters. Report to main hangar at 0800 hours for immediate ship prep and launch. Proceed to Lunar Outpost MN0012 for Level 1 descent and insertion. Contact with outpost lost 2 days ago. Intelligence indicates low infestation. Destruction of primary reactor core is imperative. Be aware of hostage situations and proceed with caution.
Okay, now we can start the game. So, first of all, what makes this different is we are not a person. We are in a ship. A reverse swept-wing fighter, snub fighter, I guess, called the Pyro GX. And it maneuvers like a spacecraft. You can see, you can move forward, back, left, slide, left, right, up, and down, and roll. This is already different. This was already very different from Doom or Doom clones, because in most Doom clones it was just running around in like on a flat maze, or otherwise flat maze. You have like 3 different cockpit views. You also have a rear view, because just in case you need to look behind yourself. So you have like the main cockpit, you have the status bar, which apparently most people use a status bar, but actually I prefer full screen. I forgot to mention, there are 5 difficulties to this game. Rookie is the default. We picked Hotshot, which is actually a little harder. Yeah, Hotshot. So there's not much to say about this level. This is just like getting started. Oh yeah, there are these. Expect to see a lot of these hidden walls. Yeah, we have our primary weapon's a laser, and we have concussion missiles, which are dumbfire missiles. Gotta start with a simple one to learn. This is an upgrade to our laser. Also, you can see the MFDs show us like what weapon we have selected. I like the sound of level 2 laser makes. Prepare for descent. Hey Reiji Poo. Welcome to the stream. Out. Oh yeah, these are hostages, by the way. This is a secondary objective. We have to rescue these guys. We can't kill them, even if I'm shooting them. But they can die. If you pick them up and then you blow up later, then you lose the hostages, and you also lose the score bonus for rescuing them. These first few levels are actually not difficult. Well, I open up the hidden. These first few levels are not difficult, but they get a lot harder. Especially the set one, like the later levels are actually kind of bullshit. That's why I didn't want to pick like the highest difficulty setting. This will recharge our energy, by the way. These centers, because a lot of our weapons are energy based. Oh yeah, back when this game came out, everybody played with, like, the way to play this was with a joystick. But I don't have a good setup for one right now. Like my hotel setup was meant for flight sims, not for this game. So I'm just playing with keyboard and mouse. Well, if you have like a gamepad, like a X input gamepad, it'll probably work too. Yeah, this is the Vulcan can. This is the closest thing you have to like a hit scan gun. It's not strong. It's inaccurate. But it uses ammo. Which is good if you're running low on ammo. Ow. Yeah, it's good if you're running low on ammo. Did he drop a shield? No, he didn't. Also, yeah, red key. This game is just like Doom. The basic formula is like Doom. You pick up keys, get to the in order to access other colored doors. Until you can get to the reactor room and blow it up, then gun for the exit. Oh yeah, I can drop flares, but flares use a lot of energy. But they leave like a light. Here's the reactor. It shoots back. So...
Self-destruct sequence activated.
Yeah, we have to do this 30 more times. There are 30 levels in this game. 3 of them are secret levels that we have to find. A good start.
PTMC Directive CMD AE 104348 to MD 1032 Lunar Orbit. From PTMC Headquarters, Earth Orbit. Proceed to Lunar Scilab SL0007 for standard insertion. Infestation is low, but caution is advised. Monitor coded subspace channel for updates and further intelligence as available.
Yeah, Reggie-Poo, if you're still watching, my copy of the Descent 1 has been modified a little bit. So it has some better quality visuals and music. The voiced audio is not part of the game. I'm just playing that through Media Player Classic. This is my favorite track in the game, by the way. This song is also used for like one of the trailers for Descent 2. Yeah, the voice audio came from the PlayStation 1 version of the game. Whoa. Yeah, the PS1 version kind of sucks. Otherwise, like it had like the voice audio and FMVs, which was really cool. But then like the frame rate was like 15 frames a second or something. Or 10 to 15 frames a second. But what can you do? It was the PlayStation 1. And Descent 1 was an early 3D game. You think it was 30 FPS max, but definitely dipped to like 20 all the time. Yeah, it caps at 30, but because so much is going on the screen, it can dip to like 5 to 10. Ah. Yeah, the PS1 version used C quality music as well, but it was a mix of the Macintosh music and some tracks from Descent 2. But I'm saving the Descent 2 music for when we actually get around to playing Descent 2. Is there anything else I need? Anything else hidden here that I missed? I don't think so. Oh. I can kill you. Easiest way to find secret stuff is to look for suspicious looking walls. Anything that looks like it has a seam in it might actually be like a door you can open. I noticed he's really easy, and I'm getting like 200 shields, but it gets a lot. The difficulty does spike, especially when they introduce a certain enemy type that I think is really bullshit. 2 enemy types, in fact, that are really bullshit. Oh, ow. Oh yeah, the AI is a little smart. They know enough to dodge your shots sometimes. But it's only level 2. You expect it to not be critically hard just yet. Yeah. Yeah, enemies are actually kind of smart. They can dodge. They know how to dodge your shots. and sometimes when you make noise, they can't leave their room, but like not in this game, but they can't. If you're in the same room as them, but they don't know where you are, and they heard you shooting, they actually come to investigate. Oh yeah, these ones are locked. These keep note of these because one thing about this game's design is they love these. You might remember these. This was one of my complaints about Doom 3. Actually, they just had these rooms that just open up to have monster ambushes. And Descent did this first. And there's one section later on that I thought was really bullshit for doing that. Oh, I missed an enemy, I think. Yeah, the exit is right here. Yeah, hello. Sorry, I dropped something. The difficulty doesn't really spike until like level 5, so it's gonna be a while.
PTMC Directive CMD-AF 118414 to MD 1032 Lunar Orbit. From PTMC Headquarters, Earth Orbit. Proceed to Lunar Military Installation MR-0331 for surveillance and insertion. Intelligence Sats report rising activity on EM band transmissions near MR-0331. Proceed with caution.
Yeah, just in case something bad happens. I'm gonna start saving my game around this point. This track is also a good one. Oh yeah, I think I actually want to go this way. So this is the Specfire cannon. This is one of my favorite weapons. In multiplayer Descent 1, this is the go-to weapon, like for most situations, because this is basically a shotgun. It also has the same problem as Doom's shotgun, which is that it has spread, so it will do less damage further further out. Why am I stammering? You want to know my background with this game? With this game series? By the way, I used to play the hell out of multiplayer as a kid. I wasn't really good at it. Oh, no, don't switch to Spitfire. Now I think about it, did I forget to rescue the hostages on level 2, on the second level? Uh-oh. I think I did. We'll just pretend that we did. I got that on the second level? Oh, okay. Never mind then. Or, easiest way to tell if you have all the hostages is look for those green blips on the map. If they are still, because they're always like highlighted. So even if you haven't explored that area of the mine yet or level. I got stuff in here already. Just save here. Don't mind me. Oh, by the way, here's another ambush point. Once I grab the yellow key, these doors are gonna open and drones are gonna attack me. This one's not a threatening ambush, but they get way scarier later on. And really noisy sometimes. I think this is the hostage area. Oh yeah. These are mat centers. These will keep respawning enemies. They'll respawn a limited number of times, but on the highest difficulty, they'll just respawn forever. And the last time, when I was test running this, I let this get out of control. And there was like a million of these guys. Medium Hulk drops an extra life, by the way. I forgot to mention that you have a limited number of lives. But if you were safe scumming like I am, then it's not really an issue. But if you're trying to play like a score attack run without saving, then you gotta watch out, because if you die too many times, then it's game over. I just wanted to shoot these guys. Yeah, it wrapped up the intensity again. Oh.
PTMC Directive CMD AF133401 to MD 1032 Venus Orbital Station Macquarie from PTMC Headquarters, Earth Orbit. Projected lunar contamination 0%. Proceed to Venusian orbit. Rendezvous with MP Station Macquarie for escort and level 1 insertion.
Sorry about that. I was just looking something up very quickly. So unfortunately, this stage did not have a red book recording, so this one's just using MIDI music. At the very least, it's a Roland SC50. It was recorded from somebody's actual Roland SC55, which is the synthesizer of the DOS era. And most MIDI music was meant to be listened to on an SC55 anyway. Despite what they say about the medium lifter, it's actually not that scary. Just don't let it get close, because it can block it. Not in addition to doing melee damage, it can also block your path. Forgot to mention, by the way, the crosshair shows what weapon you have. Like the crosshair shows where the weapons are gonna fire from as well. So like just the highlighted circle is the hard point that my next missile will be shot from. Would you believe me, by the way, if I said that this game had free novels? How do you write a novel about this? Oh, hostage is over here. Then again, they did write Doom novels. I don't know what to make of the Doom novels either. I think this is the red reactor room area, so we don't need to be here yet. We need the yellow key, and there are some more hostages on the other side. running out of energy. So we'll just switch to the, we'll switch to the Vulcan for now. Yeah, that room is the the red key room. Yeah, lasers are the standard, are the basic starting primary weapon. They're basically like the pistol of the game. Vulcan is the chain gun. And Spreadfire is a shotgun. There are two more primary weapons. Oh, what's that? I just these back there. A game doesn't warn you, but there are also cloaked robots. Unfortunately, the graphics level of the early to mid '90s was not good enough to make a convincing cloaking effect. So you can easily see cloaked enemies because they're just a dark silhouette in a bright room. Gotta refuel. Yeah, there's one thing I forgot to. There's another sweet tips and tricks if you ever play this game. If you're familiar with strafe running in Doom, which is you hold forward and strafe left or right, you move faster. It's the same rule applies in Descent, but also because you can slide up, if you move forward, slide left and up at the same time, or slide right and up at the same time, you move even faster. That is a thing they use in multiplayer, in speedruns and in competitive multiplayer. I've already been here. He's good at dodging. But yeah, the thing about medium lifters is they sometimes drop shields, and they don't do that much damage actually. I guess maybe they were high fret back when people didn't know they could use WASD controls. So they're just freaking out when the medium nectar gets close, and they're like, "What do I do?" Also, here's the exit. We gotta remember this. Oh, there's still. Hello. Any sweet tips and tricks hidden here? I don't remember the hidden rooms past the first 2 free levels. But usually the first 2 free levels are enough to get a head start on stuff. I got confused by the door. And the door was just jammed open. Uh-oh. Grab this. Let's get out of here. I got all the hostages, right? Yeah.
PTMC Directive CMD AG 123518 to MD 1032 Venus Orbital Station Macquarie from PTMC Headquarters Earth Orbit. Rendezvous at Venus Nickel Iron Mine MN0101. Keep your eyes open for more advanced weaponry.
So I want to say the difficulty level spikes here, but this is not, I don't think this is it yet. But, oh yeah, medium hulks, the medium hulk is like, medium hulks are kind of annoying in this narrow space, because concussion missiles do splash damage. So even if you dodge, you could still get hit by the splash damage. So yes, I think this level is okay. I think it's the next one onwards where it starts to get both, where the difficulty really ramps up and starts to get really bullshit. Everything else up to this point is manageable. You might have noticed, by the way, but the level design is quite cubic. Like the way the levels are designed, these are actually cubes that have been adjusted in shape and size. You can do some clever stuff to shape it to look not like a cube. But the last time I tried to make levels in Descent 1 and 2, they didn't look great. So it requires a bit of creativity. Oh yeah, you can make levels for these games. People made their own custom levels, and sometimes they try to push the limits of like what the game can actually do. So like they try to introduce like mission objectives into it, other than blowing up reactors. But because there's no event-driven, there's no mission scripting in Descent 1 and 2, so they had to get really clever with how that worked. So like, if they make a mission where like, you rescue hostages, like what the level designers did was like, they put a trigger, so every time you rescue one hostage, it opens a door to the next room, and then you just rescue the hostage in that room until you rescued all of them. Well, I don't even have the blue key yet. And yeah, it's easy to get lost if you're not used to flying in 6 degrees of freedom. But if you played Ace Combat, I wonder if Ace Combat is enough of a, or any kind of like some experience is a meaningful enough. I've heard people can get disoriented or dizzy in playing this game. One thing I heard, by the way, is that people, the reason people prefer playing with like a joystick is because when you use the mouse, you have to like drag it around, and that becomes an issue in Descent. So I think it looks like that. But I get around this issue by just binding the keys to like. Bind the keys for looking left and right, or up and down, onto the keyboard, like right underneath WASD. So if I need to just change direction, I just hold down Z or V or something. It's my easy fix for that. Because playing on a mouse, you still get more accuracy than playing on a stick. Unless you have a really good stick. In here. Also, I think I need water. 1 second. I don't really have much to say about the level itself, because it's not that scary, but it's just a Actually, I've been showing this a lot. This is the auto map. This is an actual free map. Oh. So you can use this to see places you haven't explored yet. Yeah, I'm gonna take this door. How are these guys still here? There's no mat sign or anything. Ow. Oh, you were. Oh shit! Oh that. Oh god. It's him. It's this is the Red Hulk, the Super Hulk. I hate this guy. He fires homing missiles. I'm out of homing missiles. So this jackass fires homing missiles, and homing missiles are extremely effective. Like even if you try to dodge it, it goes around in a circle and will just keep chasing you until it hits you. Good thing he got himself stuck. And this wouldn't be so bad if he didn't have that much health, but he's a tank. So I have to spend a lot of time sitting back and sniping this guy. And there's a lot of him. Especially on the later levels. There's a mat set up there. Ow, ow. There's actually 2 mat suns. Yeah, it's 2 mat suns. Mixed together to look like one big one. No, we got the blue key. Oh. That is invulnerability. When I was a kid, I always used the cheat code for invulnerability because I was not good at games. I was not good at video games at all back then. But I wanted to play them. Because, you know, kids. We are just like that. Unfortunately, invulnerability only lasts like 30 seconds and then that's it. I have a bad habit of using flares to open doors. But firing one flare costs 1 point of energy in descent 1 and 2. So actually it's cheaper to just shoot it with a gun. Oh. I'll take that. Watch out for lava, by the way. You've seen lava on the first level. Like, if you touch it, it will damage you. If you shoot it, it will cause splash damage. You can actually exploit that to inflict splash damage on people. Might as well using vulnerability while I can to get as many shields out of these guys as possible. I know the exit is up here. Yeah. Yeah, lava particles. I have all the hostages? How many hostages are on board? 3 of them.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
It's okay. We don't need to be here anymore. Unless I missed a hostage or 2. Hello. Let me get out the sound. Look up the PS1 sound effects. See which one is it?
Medium Hulk.
Not this one.
Spider Pro. Class 1 Driller. PTMC prototype. Size 5 meters. Estimated armament uranium mass drivers. Threat high. Test unit used to tunnel through semi-molten rock. Fast and very aggressive.
This enemy is fucking bullshit. You'll see. I hate this thing. And they come in large numbers. You'll see why I hate this thing when it shows up.
PTMC Directive CMDAG 222530 to MD1032 Mercury Solar Research Mine from PTMC Headquarters, Earth Orbit. Hope you can handle the heat, pilot. This one is going to be tough. The mines of Mercury are heavily infested. Proceed to standard orbital approach and prepare for insertion.
Okay, so we gotta be very careful on this map. Because if I play the way I did the first 5 levels, then I'm gonna die very quickly. Because that is how bullshit the Class 1 drillers are. And when you hear the noise they make, it's like you'll know why I hate these pieces of shit. There's a limited number they make every time they get triggered. There's always a limit. I'm also gonna say very frequently, because there, there he is. That piece of shit robot. I ever saw that. We're playing Descent. Yeah, that was the Class 1 driller. When he sees you, he just shrieks and he immediately shoots you with 100% accuracy. As soon as you tune in, I show PTSD on screen. Yeah. The Class 1 driller is bullshit. Oh, there he is. There's another one, like right there. Fortunately, one homing missile gets rid of them. Also, I forgot to mention, these are proximity bombs. They're not really useful. They're not, like, these are not great. They're more useful in multiplayer, but people who play multiplayer usually have a much better weapon than this. These are just to slow other players down. The spider robot sometimes drops those little baby spiders. They're not that threatening. Fortunately, they're not that threatening. Oh shit! You have to watch out, because those stupid Class 1 drillers just lurk around the corner. I think this room has one as well. The PTSD is real. Oh, homing missiles. Oh my god. Cool. There's a medium Hulk in here. The trick that you use, you hit them in the corner without aggroing them, so half the laser hit them while the other half hits the wall. Yeah, I do that sometimes as well. Like, using a laser to just shoot from cover. Like that, right? Also, yeah, I can even have quad lasers now. There's another one in here, I think. I didn't get him. Ow. It had to be a Class 2 drone in the way, shielding him. Is there a door here? No. Having to take the slow pace is one of the things I didn't like about the first Descent. once like you're trying to be serious about actually being good at this game. Oh, ow, ow. Like everything else is manageable, just not those, not the PTSD robot that makes this jump scare noise when you see it. Oh god, he's there. I'm running out of homing missiles. It's a guarantee you take damage if they see you. Well, I'm gonna run out of shields very soon. I still haven't found the blue key. I got all the hostages, I think. Rescued all the hostages. Oh yeah, one thing the Class 1 driller really likes to do is if it thinks you're dead, it just jumps out of the corner and just immediately starts shooting at you. While making the shrieking noise. Like that. I described what it was gonna do and it does it. And of course it does. Just in case. Come on. There. Oh, but I think there's more in this room. Oh, no, that wasn't. Those are just Class 1 drones. Running out low on shields. I talked about the robots being smart enough to investigate. I wasn't kidding, by the way. But now I need shields. I'm gonna reload. Because let's try not to take that kind of damage. I think that's all the enemies in that room. Yeah, that's one of the good things about them being a little smart. You can actually lure them out of this small room. If you're still here, by the way, Bristol, that's did you play Descent 1 or 2 multiplayer very much? Because when I was growing up, that multiplayer deathmatch was actually the thing that I did the most of. And actually, do I want to show multiplayer deathmatch on this? I would need to gather people actually to do that. Oh god, I remember this room. There's oh. If you hear that noise and you haven't been shot at, you want to leave the room. Oh. I need energy, so I'll be back. Yeah, I'll use the quad laser for this room. By the way, the laser upgrades are not that like it's not as big of a jump as it sounds. Each bolt of laser does 10 points of damage, and you start off with a level 1 laser that fires fires 2 shots at a time. So that's 20 points of damage. And each upgrade, I think, it upgrades the bolt by 1 point of damage. So actually, the only really meaningful upgrade is the quad laser. Because then you're doing 40 points of damage per salvo, which actually, in multiplayer, actually that's basically half your health. If you hit somebody with quad laser like three or 4 times, that's enough to kill them. Come on, I know you're here. Show yourself up. I got him, I think. But just all that 1,000 points. I just saw those guys creeping out. Now you know my Descent PTSD. Oh, there's a blue doors over here. Oh, 1 second. Sorry about that. This game is not long. This game's not long vital. Ah, I lost. That was a good chunk of my health gone. That's much better. So, this game is not very long, actually. I can probably finish this in 3 or 4 parts. Ah! Of course, there was another druid up there. Let's get that druid to come down here. Show yourself. Okay, you're not gonna show yourself. They're just wasting ammo. You're smart enough to come across here. Yeah, it took me 6 hours to beat this total. To beat this game, all the levels, including the secret levels. So it'll probably take only like 3 or 4 parts. Okay, you wanna see something really bullshit? This room, I remember this room is, I hate this room. He's over there. Look at all these doors. Look at all these doors. This is an ambush spot. And this is one of the worst ambushes in this game. Watch what happens. It's a good thing I saved. I'm just gonna creep up very slowly in here. Oh, actually, no, wait. But no, actually, before I do this, I want you guys to know that this is gonna be a very loud sound, so I'm going to turn down the game audio just temporarily to like 9. Just so it doesn't hurt your ears. Because this sound is really loud. This is the jump scare that pissed me off so much. And yeah, this is also why I hate Class 1 drillers so much. Fuck those things. Okay, so what you're supposed to do to survive this room, the game doesn't tell you this. The moment these doors open, this door will open. Once that does, get in here as soon as possible because there's an invulnerability power up. Grab it, then kill everything. I'm gonna leave the volume turned down until I'm done here. Oh, there's still more. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, that room is complete bullshit. Once you know what to do, it's not that bad, but it's still a loud jump scare noise, no matter how you wrap it. No matter how you wrap your finger around it. The second one has the most bullshit, to be honest. Yeah, I think this is the worst ambush, and this is the worst ambush in the game. The later ones are not nearly that bad, but yeah, they thought they were. Whoever designed this thought they were being clever. They're like, no, you're being an asshole. That's bullshit game design right there. I mean, the idea behind the ambush is cool, but like, come on, you have to really put like the fucking jump scare robots? Wait, there is a shield in here too. I forgot to pick this one up. I also don't remember where the exit is. I can't blow up the reactor, and I should not blow up the reactor unless I know where the exit is. Oh. Thank you for that. You know what, Mr. Class 1 Driller? I'm gonna stand far back here. And he's not there! That's fucking... You saw he was there like the last, when I was gonna open the door, when I back off, he just moves away. Piece of shit. He's down here somewhere. Oh, there was another one. Oh, he's gonna jump like that. Come on. There. I think there are more of them. So the exit's over here. Look at that insane homing, by the way, with that Red Hulk. Like, you move all the way up, and it's like, no, it's still gonna get you. But you know what? If the Red Hulk's gonna be like that, I'm just gonna snipe the reactor from here.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
I got an extra life for my troubles. That level had the most concentration of class 1 drillers, by the way. They start to level off, but yeah.
PTMC Directive CMD HR 151580 to MD 1032 Mercury Orbit. From PTMC Headquarters, Earth Orbit. Proceed immediately to Mercury Core. Strange readings are coming from Mercury Military Headquarters located there. Unable to advise further. Prepare for descent.
Oh, she set the line. We can go home. No, it doesn't have the PS1 cutscenes. I'm just playing these. I'm just playing these samples as we go. I wish I could, because that would make doing this way easier. I want to play I actually wanted to have these play automatically as we went through here. Because it helps enrich the experience a little bit. This is the final level of the shareware version of the game. Yeah, this game had a shareware release that was basically like the demo version of the game. Yeah, I hope Night Dive remasters this. They remastered Forsaken actually, but I was trying out a little bit, and the mouse input was a little laggy. I don't know what's up with the Night Dive's Forsaken. I stopped to mess with it a bit, but I'm glad they did Forsaken at least. Forsaken, by the way, for anyone else who doesn't know, is a Descent clone. Premise is a little different, but the basic gameplay is the same. Like, it's 6 degrees of freedom. Yeah, for primary, secondary weapon, you blow up robots. We can be a little more careless on this level. We can be a little more aggressive on this level, because there are not very many class 1 drillers this time around. I want to see Night Dive remaster all 3 of these games, because these games, Doom was not actually my childhood. This game was. I've been here already, but I don't think this area was a dead end, right? Yeah. Then here too. Can I go this way? They must have some more stuff in store for this year. Yeah, they remastered Outlaws. I really want to try that. That's a game that I never got to try before. So they will introduce new enemies as we go on, as we progress through the game. Like they'll introduce like a supposedly scarier version of the Class 2 driller, but Class 2 driller is actually not that scary. It's just the Class 1 driller and the Super Hulk, the Red Hulks. Specifically, those are the bullshit enemies. Everything else you can deal with. Like, yeah, the medium lifter they say is a high threat, but it's not that scary actually. The only problem it causes is that it can. They like to attack you in big swarms, and they like to block your way. So you have to shoot your way through them. But I wouldn't consider them dangerous because they have a random chance of dropping shields, which is actually more helpful than harmful. Oh yeah, I think this is the red door, the boss door. Yeah, boss. I'm not spoiling anything. No, this is the red. This door leads to the reactor. But we can't access it yet. We need the red key. Have I been up there already? We need to go this way. Yeah, these mat sends will generate nothing but medium lifters. And this is the annoying part about them. They wanna sandwich you. But as you can see, that's a lot of shields to drop. They've dropped more shields than I need right now. I don't remember, do I go up or down? I think. By the way, Uber sold that. Yes, I have the Mac music, the Macintosh soundtrack, as part of this, as part of my music. Oh, there's another cooked one. What I did was I made a mix of, I used the SC55 music and then I replaced some of the tracks with the Macintosh soundtrack, because not all of the music from the Macintosh version of the game, not all of the soundtrack was re-recorded for the Macintosh version of the game. I wish it was. Some blue keys over there. I think I've been here before. I think I need to go back. Oh. My favorite soundtrack, however, is the Descent 2 OST, but that has some licensed music in it. So I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that when I get around to streaming Descent 2. Oh shit! Die! Ow! Yeah, Red Hulk. I hate the Red Hulk. They also like to plot them in like those narrow tunnels where you cannot dodge the homing missile. Because, of course. Oh yeah, you know what's really bullshit about those homing missiles? He shoots one, you hide behind a corner. If it passes, if it doesn't hit something and it just keeps going, it can regain lock on you. That's really bullshit. I've been hit by that. And I was like, that's illegal. You should not be allowed to do that. Blue door, I still don't have a blue key. Oh, this leads to the blue door anyway. What's up here? No, there's nothing up here. I thought there was something here. Oh, there's a okay. Oh, you son of a bit. Oh, ow, ow, ow. There's something I wanted to bring up, but that Red Hulk made me lose my train of thought. But this way, going up. Yeah, I gotta get access to that yellow door somehow. Well, yeah, I'm playing with auto leveling off, by the way, because I'm used to do it to controlling. I'm used to 6 degrees of freedom control, but a lot of people are not. Oh, oops. So there's an option in the game for to enable ship auto leveling, and it just auto levels your ship like parallel with like the nearest flat side, the nearest flat side that it can find. That's helpful for people who are new to this kind of game. This is just the energy center. No, this was the blue key room. Why am I back here? I just went around in a circle. Come on, here. I need to get the yellow door. Oh, let's go in a circle again. So we call this tricording rather than because strafe running wouldn't sound right. I think it's this way. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, it's this way. Yellow door is like right around the corner here. Here. hostages are right over there. Ow. Was there a Red Hulk? I hope that was not a Red Hulk I just saw. Is my PTSD kicking in again? I'm running low on energy. I'm gonna need to replenish it. Oh, there was a Red Hulk in there. You piece of shit. There's a... Oh. Yeah, I'm running low on energy. This does not lead to the hostages, does it? It does. Briefly getting confused. They try to trick you with hidden doors. Anyway, this is that upwards ramp that the Class 1 drone came from here. Oh, he's still there. Ah, you piece of shit. Well, I got the red key. Let's replenish our energy before we go take out the reactor. Hey, it's not so bad if the Red Hulks are used sparingly. But I've had, like, I think later, like, a couple of times they like to, like, use them in large amounts. A very meager amount of energy. I think this leads down here. Wherever this leads. It's just goodies. This floating debris, by the way, is not part of the original Descent one. It's just something I added in because I thought it was cool. So if I wanted to access the energy center, I have to go through here. this the right way? Just through here. Alright, are we ready to enter here? So I lied. This is the... Okay, so this is the reactor room. Let's see what awaits us in here. Oh, Class 1 drillers. And there's that sound. That's a boss. By the way. He shoots a new type of weapon we don't have access to yet, called the Smart Missile. Which is a dumbfire missile that drops little globlets. Those globlets are homing and do a lot of damage. Fortunately, he's not that tough. He's dead.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Oh, new enemies.
Class 1 Driller. Secondary Lifter. Standard PTMC Utility Robot. Size 4 meters. Estimated armament 1 heavy laser. Threat medium. Usually used in groups of 2 or 3. Has advanced intelligence and fires in rapid bursts.
He's not that tough, however. He's kind of, he's kind of okay for. It's just it's not much tougher than like a class. Wow, was that noisy? Am I gonna have to adjust my audio settings again for this?
Secondary Lifter. Standard PTMC Utility Robot. Size 4 meters. Estimated armament 1 heavy laser. Threat medium. Usually used in groups of 2 or 3. Has advanced intelligence and fires in rapid bursts.
I think that was the wrong one.
Class 2 Supervisor
There we go.
Robot. PTMC Coordinating Unit. Size 4 meters. Estimated armament none. Threat high. Supervisory Robot. Used to coordinate local robot operations. Will increase the awareness of other robots nearby.
I'm just gonna stop the sound there. This thing is not as high threat as it sounds. These new enemies are actually kind of manageable.
Class 2 Supervisor Robot. Advanced Lifter. PTMC Utility Robot. Size 7 meters. Estimated armament 4 tungsten swing arms. Threat high. Work silently and in groups. Don't let this one get on your blind side.
I have this feeling that the sounds I'm playing are way too noisy. I'm gonna have to fix down the volume, aren't I? I'm sorry. Well, on the next stream, I'll drop the volume for the. I'm gonna drop the volume for it to match the game audio a little better.
PTMC Directive CMD AG 222530 to MD 1032 Mars Processing Station Eta Sigma from PTMC Headquarters, Earth Orbit. Good news, Material Defender. The inner planets are clear. The bad news, infestation is spreading like a disease on the outer rim. Proceed to Mars Colony.
Yeah. Prepare for descent. I don't know how much of this level I'll be able to do before calling the stream, but past this point my memory is kind of spotty. Let's find out. Ow, ow, ow. I have 15 lives, by the way. Oh god, that's the sound. That is the sound of a. It is the sound of a driller. My hated nemesis. The blue key is like right in there. Ow, ow, ow. Oh. Gotta be more careful, I guess. I'll just progress as much as I can and then call it. But this is level 8, so we're actually like almost a third through the game. Or more like we are already a third through the game. You know, the game has been quite loud. When I think about it. know you're there. I'm actually quite low in health. On shields. I don't know how much I can manage. Oh, out. You see, that piece of shit took me from 40 to like 40 points of. Please tell me you have shields on you. Oh. Oh. That was almost the second wind. Ow. Oh, we found the yellow key. And we lost all our health doing so. 16 shields. Can we survive 16 shields? I don't know. I might redo this level, but you guys want me to keep going? It sounds like we have a bit more viewers than just Lemmy. So maybe I might go on. Maybe I'll go until like we finish the level then. But I need an energy center actually. That didn't turn out so well. I died. The last judgment drop and drawn knife. Of course, I had to be a class 1 driller there. I have plenty of energy now. But I need shields. Yeah, when you die, your ship like just spins out of control. Your ship spins out of control and blows up. Oh, second wind. Ah, you piece of shit. That's all my shields. Oh. Yeah. The driller is the thing I hate. The class 1 driller, like, everything else is okay to deal with. Just not these piece of shit, piece of shit class 1 drillers. Whoa. Wait. I can share these open. I guess let's rush in then. As long as I'm invulnerable. But it doesn't last long. Ow. Hey. These stages are actually not very long, it's just there's a lot of them. Because they gotta make the game long, right? Oh, elevator leads to this way. Yeah, you can see the difficulty spike is real after level 7. They're gonna keep spawning? How many ways are it? Yeah. I think on Hotshot it's like 3 waves of like the Mat Center can respawn up to like 3 waves then total of these guys. Whoa. And then on Ace it's like 4. No, Hotshot's 4, Ace it's 5, and then on Insane it's infinite. Ah! Where did you come from? You were just hiding around the corner the whole time, you piece of shit. Gonna run out of energy if I stay there. Time to refill. Yeah, it's like around here. It's deceptively really narrow. But you can squeeze through it. Oh, that's all. You punched out all my health for that one salvo of missile. Ah. And there was like a good weapon right over there. Okay, you know what? Let's try something else. Different plan. This is a plasma cannon. This is a really good gun. It does really high damage. It's one of my favorite weapons to use in multiplayer. Ow. In multiplayer deathmatch, this thing will just shred people to bits. Of course he will do. Of course, even with cloak, he'll still shoot. This. There. That's what I hate about the enemy placement, especially like they put like the high threat enemy in this narrow room where you're always at a disadvantage when he's there. So the only solution is kill him as quickly as possible, not dodge missiles then fire back. This is the wrong way. So this leads to the red door. Exit's over here. Oh, piece of shit. There's more enemies here? Yeah, there is. Just to be sure I have all hostages here? Yes, we do.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
It took more effort, but I did it. I'm gonna turn down the thing, the voice meter. I think from like next stream onwards, I'm gonna permanently drop this voice. Not permanent. I'm not gonna stop playing this. It's just gonna be like quieter because I noticed it was a lot louder than it should have been. I'm sorry about that. See,
PTMC Directive CMD AG 22253.
yeah, this is a good volume.
To MD 1032.
And yeah, this is a good stopping point too.
From PTMC Headquarters, Earth Orbit. Proceed to the night side and await insertion into Mars military dig. Use any and all advanced weaponry you find. The mechs will.
I'm gonna make a save on the next level, but we're gonna stop here. So, thanks everybody for showing up. Tomorrow, I'm gonna either continue with this, or if you prefer, I can go back to G Disco Jumbo's masterpiece, and we try to 100% the masterpiece. It'll probably be actually doing that. That might actually be a worthwhile plan, alternating between two games like that. Unless you want to just go with Descent all the way. What do you think, Lemmy? Go with Descent until I finish them, since it's not a very long game. Yeah, I guess then I'll just focus on finishing Descent 1 then. So we're gonna continue that tomorrow. Anyway, thanks again for everyone for showing up. I'm not gonna keep you guys here for too long, so I'll go. I stream on weekends from around 1:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, because that time meshes with Levy's schedule the best. And it's just weekends. I don't stream on weekdays unless it's like an impromptu thing, like my birthday last week. So anyways, have a good night, everybody. And I will see you tomorrow.